There's a clip from a couple days ago with Trump talking about, oh, and you could buy things with Bitcoin. It takes pressure off the dollar. I'm like, what? I can't even believe you just said that. Like, it seems like we are moving down a different path than almost, at least I would have expected at this point. When you signed into the executive order for the SBR, like, I couldn't even believe it. I was like, whoa, I kind of expected that if he was going to do that, it would have been a few years into his term, if not at the very end. So we're in the midst of some big change, you know, and I have a very optimistic outlook. Otherwise, just doesn't feel good. Right. And it's rational optimism. You know, I resonate with that. When American Hodl, the first time I heard him talk about that, I'm like, yeah, God, that is real. You know, I've had friends over the years that I always found some that are very optimistic, and as I'm suffering less and I'm less uncomfortable in life, I'm less bothered by that optimism. I used to kind of be judgmental, like, the world's so fucked up. Why are you all positive all the time? You got your head in a rock or buried in the sand or something. And yeah, it's just, there's a lot of things happening that I think indicate we're moving in the right direction, and we're doing so at a pretty rapid pace. And that's pretty exciting.
I love that mindset shift.
Yes.
I was always a no man growing up. And I phrase it like that because I literally watched the movie Yes Man, and it changed my life. Just started saying yes to things. And over time, I've kind of realized that pessimism is pointless.
Yes.
And people react negatively to that. They're like, well, there are bad things in the world. Like, what, are you just going to naively be happy all the time? Yeah.
Yeah. I used to think that about people.
Whatever I can control, I'll figure out how to deal with it. If it's a problem, I'll deal with it. And if I can't do anything about it, what's the point of worrying? And Bitcoin does give you a bit of power in that, of like, well, I'll be fine.
Totally.
You know, it's all going to work out. I'll be fine. So I really love seeing that spread into the world a bit. Hoping it continues, and hoping it's not just the hardcore Bitcoiners, but also we've been in this like doom loop of a system for so long. And I don't know if it's like gratifying or just like putting some actual real numbers and sense to the way the world feels. Is Jack Mallers a couple of weeks ago was talking about how the Great Depression was 80% dip from peak to trough. And it took a decade or 20 years, a long time to recover. And we think about that in dollar terms, but the dollar was gold back then. And from 2001 till I forget when, Bitcoin went, or the stock market went down 80% compared to gold. And so we are in this silent depression of things just getting worse all the time.
Nobody can see it because they're looking at the world through the lens of the dollar.
Through the lens of the dollar, through the things are getting worse. I can't afford stuff. Everyone's getting poorer. Oh, my parents had it so much better. And we've been given this hope. And I've been thinking about it also, like, my dad is an early boomer and built houses his whole life, like worked his ass off and did well. He rode the absolute perfect wave to ride for that time.
Going short the dollar and long real estate.
Yeah. And I have a bit of like just as a son being like, you're only so successful because you rode this wave. But like, obviously kicked ass, love him. And, but there's a little bit of like well, you don't know what you're doing because you just rode the wave, as a son would do. And I'm thinking about it like, man, my kids are going to do the exact same thing to me with Bitcoin.
Yeah, that's funny.
But in reality, you're living it and you're like, well, no one else is running a business focused on Bitcoin. No one else is buying Bitcoin at this time. Like, it does take, like, my dad worked his ass off. It takes gumption to actually go for it and find it and see it.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, click here to find more just like it, and here to find our most recent episode. Also, make sure to like this video to help shine light on the corruption of money, and be sure to subscribe to this channel to stay connected.